Yo, what's up? It's Sugar from Sound Candy Studio. Today I'm going to do a quick review for you. This is the new Native Instruments expansion pack called Infamous Flow. 90s hip hop meets smooth R&B. See you in a moment. Welcome back. Now, before we kick off and get into some of the music, let's take a quick look at what's contained inside this pack. So we've got some sample loops, obviously. We've got some drum kits, including 60 battery kits. We have got some synths presets, including the Monarch and Reactor. And then finally, we have some exclusives. So let's go and hear what it sounds like. Okay, welcome back. So let's, where should we start? Right. I'll tell you what, let's start by, I'm going to play you a quick track I made a few moments ago. So let's just take a look at what's in there. Actually, before I do that, let me explain a few things. This track is built entirely from the Infamous Flow samples, and the instruments in there and all the rest of it. So, however, I did use Toontrack's keys. I played two sets of chords. One's F major 7, E major 7, I believe. And then I played a tiny piano riff over the top using this Alicia keys. In fact, let's just play those keys. Bear with me one moment. Okay, so it's an F major 7 and an E major 7. That's what was played on this track. And then I played a tiny bit of the piano, so you can see we can hear where they come in. So let's just have a listen to it. Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Right, so these, as I said before, this is largely played, apart from those two, the Rhodes piano and the Alicia Keys piano, everything else is in this pack. So you've got some drum loops. Let's just go and play some of these. You've got some, you can see that there. Everything's in this pack. Obviously you can hear where some samples have been played. So what I think we should really go and do is just actually go through. Let's start with, we'll play some loops and let's play some piano loops. Let's just see what they got in here. So let me just put it down here actually. Let's go to the browse, let's do that. This is the one I used, so this would be this one up here. Let's do some drums. Let's have a look at the drums, and these are the drum loops. Let's go anywhere, let's do something here. As these are native instruments, obviously you're going to appreciate that the fidelity, they're recorded very well, the stereo's very well, They are partially, they sound to me partially EQ'd, but nevertheless, it's not an issue. But in terms of a pack that captures and replicates the sort of 90s hip-hop R&B, I think this is not too bad. I generally don't use the patterns, and I generally don't use the projects in these packs. I have a few of these packs and I generally don't use them. Reason why is because I'm merely looking for samples. I'm looking for some inspiration. That's why I generally don't use them. This is why I built this the way that I did. Let's continue. Let's go through, see what else we got in here. I guess I should just put the volume back on. Silly me. Let's take a listen to some of the one-shots. Let's have a listen to some of them. These pads are quite nice, actually. I quite like do something with that. That too. Actually, yeah, I can do a lot with that. Having said that, you know, if you've got any synth instruments, if you've got a keyboard, a polyphonic keyboard, or you can probably just play these. There's, you may not have this exact sound, but the good thing that most of these professional packs do, they give you the key signatures, so you could probably play this if you wanted more to it than what's here. Let's have a quick shifty through. Let's see what else we got. Ah, the scratches. Not used any of these yet, but I'm probably could. Oh yeah, normally with these, when I do these reviews, sometimes it's always good to put your headphones on, because some, especially the low end sub basses, you're probably not going to get that if you're simply listening on your iPhone or your iPad. Shifty through this sound effects and these scratches, and there's lots of them about. Let's see what else we got. Let's go single notes. Obviously, if you've got a keyboard, you can play the single notes, make them into something polyphonic. Let's have a look at what we got here. Oh, these are your bass. Let's go to hits and the stabs. That one on. That's actually not too bad. I like that. That's definitely 90s hip hop. Very church. Let's do some, let's just go back to some of the loops. Let's go all the way through what we've got down here. And as you can see, that the way they've broken these down, they've broken them down into tiny segments. So this will be a bar or 2 bars, and this will be another 2 bars. So there are certain variations of it. Quite like that. Yeah, I do like these. Let's Just turn this down a second. Yeah, I do like these. I like the samples. As you can see, there's quite a lot in here. And as I said at the top, there are lots of loops, there's lots of samples, there's lots of projects and patterns and machine kits and all the rest of it. So if you do have a Machine Studio or any of this machine hardware, this is going to be a lot of fun to go through these. In terms of what would I rate this? Let's just have a look to go through. Let's have a few more drum. Listen to some more of that. Let's just see what we've got here for a second. Yeah, I like this. Overall, I'm going to give this probably a 7 out of 10. It's very much in the similar vein to many of the other expansion packs. The quality is obviously there. It's a Native Instruments. Quality is good. And there's probably a lot that you can do with it. If you're in the market for something like this, in the UK, this is only £44. So in terms of sample packs, it's not bad, given that it has the other things, the loops, the samples, the projects, the patterns, the MIDI kits, the battery kits. So there's lots to it in terms of their integration. As you know, Native Instruments is like one of many companies now that sort of try to ring fence and allow you to use their products, their software across many of their hardware products. So it's about keeping that Native Instrument thing going. In terms of packs, I do like it. There's lots of sounds. As I said, I've just got it today, so I haven't had a chance to fully go through it and see what I can do with it. However, I don't generally do that anyway. I sort of purchase something. And for £44 in the UK, the way I look at it, if you're going to make some music, you can probably make a number of tracks using this, and at £44 it seems to be quite it's affordable. If you go into somewhere like Loop Masters, you can probably buy something not necessarily comparative to this, but about £24, or even £15 to £24 would be the market. But given that this is something proprietary to Native Instruments and it has the kits, then that's what gives it its value. Okay, that's it from me today. I'm just going to play you out with this track again so you can hear what it sounds like. Until next time, take care, see you, bye bye. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment. If there's something that you want me to review, leave a comment and I can certainly have a look at it. Take care, bye bye.